Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome to Merge Maestro, which is a roguelike game all about merging things together to make them more powerful. And the things that we're merging are tokens with little emojis on them, which is wonderful. So we're talking cute pictures of things like butterflies and sunflowers and aeroplanes, stuff like that. And we need to defeat the bad guys on each level by playing our emoji tokens and merging them together to make them better and more powerful and more effective. We are looking for the prime combinations to make everything all super effective for us and get rid of the bad guys. But yes, that does mean that we might say mix, I don't know, a little emoji token with a cloud on it and one with a phone on it and one with a penguin on it, and that might be a really good combo and make it a super powerful thing. And that's what the game is all about, sort of experimenting and trying things out and seeing how we can get these good combos. And there are different themes and different powers and rainbow badgers, and it all looks a bit bonkaloids, well worth a little look, I thought. So do you know what, here we go. Let's dive right into Merge Maestro and do a little bit of merging. Okie doke, here we go, and we have a little friend down here who's saying hello. Hi there, smiley friend. Hello, you look new here, so I'll give you a few hints along the way. Thank you very much. Or you turn to an even smilier friend. If you find me too annoying though, just go into options and disable me. No, you're okay, we like you, you can help us out. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so what do? Tap the board on any square to place a token. Okay, so if we wanted to go, I don't know, just here, is that a good place to go? I'm going to tap it and see what happens. Okay, right, so we put a 1, I assume from down here, up into here. Okay, you know, that was so good, why don't you do it again? Okay, I'm going to put one just there then. Okay, now drag one on top of the other. They do not need to be next to each other. You mean existing ones? Like that? Oh, okay, right. It made a 2. Okay, so we created a level 2 token by merging 2 level 1 tokens. Okay, I'm with you so far. I can do that. I mean, maths with Penge often isn't our strong point, but I get the idea that 1 plus 1 equals 2. I'm fine with this so far. Okay, so we can merge them. You can only merge tokens that are the same. Merging 2 will create a higher level token. Oh, hang on, what's that up there? Placing tokens and merging tokens each use an action. Okay, so we've burnt through a few action points. Okay, you have 4 actions every turn. The counter in the top left shows you have just 1 action left. Right, below the board you can see the Q token, which is placed the next time you tap the board. Okay, so next time we've got a 2. Okay, so if we put that just there, does it matter where they go on the board? Like, do we need to care about where they go? I'm going to put it next to that one. Just, you know, solidarity, strength in adjacency or whatever. So put that there. Our turns have gone. Oh, right. Okay, there is an enemy. Enemies spawn at the end of every turn during a wave, except the last one. Okay, so our current enemy is a little sort of cute lizardy thing, which I feel bad about fighting, but okay. The wave bar tracks your progress during a wave. Okay, so we're on wave 1, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, we've sort of muddled our way through that much of wave 1. We're doing so well. Thank you, friend. Right, so what do we do with this? And enemies have health. You'll need to deal that much damage to defeat them. Right, so 2 health on you. Thankfully, your tokens do more than just look cute. Okay, I mean, can we turn them over? When do we get to see what they actually are? With, you know, little kind of faces and boats and things on them. You can see your current set of tokens on the bottom right. The most basic are level 1, and they go all the way up to powerful level 8s. Okay, so basic, super good. Right, gotcha, that's fine. Tap it to see what they do. Okay, so if we tap, say, a 5, what happens there? They each attack 1 whenever they appear. Okay. So they're all just doing 1 attack point whenever they appear. Okay, so those ones that we put down didn't really do anything. Okay, that's fine. Which is whenever you place them on the board or merge into them. Right, by default your tokens always attack the leftmost enemy. At the start of a run, all your tokens are the same, but you'll gradually get more powerful ones. Okay, so at the minute, our tokens are really super basic. They are literally tokens with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on them. But over time, we're going to get more exciting ones. Okay. Oh, okay, right. This is very exciting already. Right, we've got a sword. Here, I've changed your level 3 token into a better one. A sword, yes, so I can see it's got shiny bits on it. I like that sword. From now on, whenever you place a level 3 token or merge 2 level 2 tokens, a sword will appear and attack for 5. Oh, I see. Right, okay. So I might have misunderstood how the merging works. So if we merge a 1 and a 1, we get a 2. But if we merge a 2 and a 1, that's not allowed. That doesn't work. 2 and a 1 doesn't make a 3. We need to merge a 2 and another 2 to turn it into a 3. And then we merge 2 3s together to make a 4. Okay, right. So it's not maths with Penge. I don't need to start adding things up to 8 or whatever. We just merge 2 of the same type to promote it up to the next type. Right, okay, I see. Alright, that's all you need to get started. Keep placing and merging tokens until the end of the wave. Okay, so if we merge, we've got 4 goes. Oh, hang on, what's that down there? 1, 1, 1. Oh, you can see that's the damage they cause. So that's the damage they cause. We've got 4 sort of heart, life, hit point type things, and only 1 bad guy. But yeah, if we merge those 2 together, that'll become a 3, which will turn into a sword, which means that thing will take quite a lot of damage. So let's do that right now. Go boop like that, and the sword wipes them out. Okay, right, and then we can put, say, the 1 just here, and another 1 just here, and then merge that together to get a 2. Okay, right, oh, the wave is ticking down, not filling up. Oh, I thought it was filling up with green for like, yay, complete. But no, we're sort of bringing the green down. Okay, so we're only halfway through. So what we could do is, we can put a 2 down, and that'll cause damage to you. And then we could put, yeah, do you know what? Let's save that merge, because that'll turn it into a sword. And that's just a bit of a waste of damage. So we just put a 1 just there, and get rid of you. And then we've got 2 more points. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just load this. Oh, this is a bit of a shame, isn't it? This is a shame. This is going to go to waste. This is a wasted thing. Okay, I'm just going to put that down. That is a bit disappointing, isn't it? Okay, right. So if we merge that with that, that's a 2. It takes a bit of damage. And then we could put a 1 down to cause another point of damage. That one is done. And then we've got another 1 and another 1. Okay. It's another little lizardy thing. Okay, I mean, we could, do you know what? What does 4 do? What does 4 do again? It's just attack 1. Okay. So, right, do you know what? We'll merge those together, look. That's a point of damage. Merge those together. That's a point of damage. That thing has been dealt with. Put the 2 down, put the 1 down. And there we go. Wave 1 is done. And now we move on to, very logically, Wave 2. This is the market. Okay, so at the end of each level, we get to go to the market and pick a new thing. At the end of every wave, you get to choose a new token to replace one in your set. Each token in the game is unique, so read them carefully. Each token tells you which level it'll replace by the blue number on the bottom. High level tokens are more powerful. When you choose it, all tokens of that level on the board and in the future will be that new token. Oh, do we keep the same board? Oh, I think maybe we keep the same board. Right, okay, I thought maybe each time it would be a brand new board, but no, we keep on sort of picking and merging things. Okay, you'll also accrue rerolls, which you can spend to reroll the whole market if you don't like any of them. Okay, your starting basic tokens are weak, replace them with stronger ones. Right, so we can pick between either a hospital, a mobile phone, or a jack-o'-lantern. I call it a jack-o'-lantern, but okay, so the hospital. Your passive tokens cannot be destroyed. Okay. Mobile phone appear. Oh, right, so when that appears, triggers adjacent passive attacks. Okay, so we're going to get different attack types, I think. And the jack-o'-lantern countdown, after 4 tokens are destroyed, attack 5 twice. Oh, so when we start taking damage, that thing is going to fight back. Okay. I mean, that seems quite a good one to use. That seems quite good. We don't know much about the sort of how our tokens are destroyed yet. So I think what we'll do is, that one, I don't know about that one. Trigger adjacent passive attacks. So adjacency is important now. We're going to go for that. We're going to replace our 4 token with jack-o'-lanterns. Let's go for that one. So destroyed triggers when the token is destroyed by destroy effect. Okay, so when 4 tokens are destroyed, that thing is going to cause quite a lot of damage. And the effect triggers after its conditions have been met that many times. Okay, right, that's fine. Yes, we will choose jack-o'-lantern. Okay, and we have one of those on the board already. Okay, let's merge those together. And then we'll get another one. I keep trying to drag it on. Get another one and another one and another one. Like that. There we go. Right, so now I've got 2 little lizardy things. Okay, again, this should be fairly easy. So, yeah, combine that, put that on, combine that, and put that on. There we go. Right, so wave 2 is looking pretty good. But now we've got to face off against a spidery thing and a couple of ants. Okay, so if we do that, look, merge those 2 2s into a 3. There we go. That's now all sorted. And then we could... Again, merging them into 3 seems a bit wasteful, doesn't it? Although, we could get another one of these guys out. So, do you know what? We'll do that. And then merge that together. Can we move you? No. Okay, I was going to try and put you down in the corner or whatever. We'll put you there and that gets rid of you. Okay, wave 2 is done. We get to go to the shop. This token has a destroyed effect. Yes, the other ones did as well, but you didn't explain it then, sort of shocked face friend. These tokens don't trigger when they appear, but when they are destroyed. Okay, to destroy them, you need to pick a token that specifically destroys other tokens. Oh, right. So the enemy aren't attacking us. We need to destroy our own tokens. Awesome enemy abilities you encounter will also destroy them. They have powerful abilities, but are useless if you can never destroy them. Thanks. Okay. So the hammer replaces a 2 and is attack 3. That's quite good. The brush, when it appears, create a level 1 token. Not so bothered about that. And the clapperboard replaces 2. Buff the queued token by 5. Then create it. Okay, but only when that's destroyed. That, I think, is a bit situational. Let's go for a good old hammer. Let's go for a trusty hitty hammer to replace our 2s. So they're going to be a bit more effective. So yeah, we shall choose a hammer. Okay, and now we've got lots of hammers. Okie doke. Right, so get some of these down. Get a sword down. Get another one and another one. Okay, so now, okay. Ooh, 4 bad guys. You're wiggling up and down. Why are you wiggling? Skittery and slippery, you can never hit it. You can never just hit it once. So why is that one wiggling? Is it just because it's first in line to be attacked, or do we need to be worried about this? Okay, so if we go like that, if we merge that to become a hammer, that's going to take quite a bit of damage. And we'll do it again, boop and boop. Combine 2 hammers to make a sword, boop. And then combine 2 hammers to make a sword. Okay, we did well. Oh, and then it's just you. Okay, let's just do that again. Bang, there we go. Sorted. Oh yeah, we have to put the rest of the things out. There's a 1, there's a 1, there's a 1. Okay, right. Wave 4, let's pick a thing. A goat, a squirrel, or a ghost. Brilliant. Okay, so a goat. When it appears to replace that's going to replace a sword. Create a strawberry, then attack for its buff value. Okay, hang on a minute. These are both quite strawberry heavy. A squirrel, appear, create a strawberry. But what do they do? I don't know what a strawberry does. Or a ghost, when it appears, triggers an adjacent destroy effect, then destroy itself. Okay, so if we manage to create a ghost, it'll trigger an adjacent destroy effect, and then also it shall vanish. But that's going to replace our quite effective swords. And I'm not entirely sure we want to do that. So do you know what? Let's replace our 1 with a squirrel. Let's get this making strawberries. I don't know how this is going to work. Strawberry, consume, buff token by 1 attack. Yeah, let's give it a go. Yay, right, okay, we've got many squirrels. Hey, you're doing pretty well. I feel like the board is filling up quite a bit. What happens if the board is full and we can't put things down? What happens then? I don't know. Maybe you can explain it to us. To beat the game, you have to survive and beat the boss at the end of wave 15. Right, that does seem quite distant right now. We're only on wave 4, and we haven't completed that, I don't think. But, okay, right, try to get to the end of wave 15. If all 4 slots are ever full, and a new enemy needs to spawn, the front enemy attacks you, and you lose a heart. Right, okay, that's how we take damage. So, if these are full, and we haven't quite sort of cleared everything out, then yes, we're going to take damage from the guys attacking us. Okay. Right, that's fine. Lose 4 hearts, and it's game over. That makes sense. But don't worry, you heal 1 heart at the end of every wave. Right, so that's not so bad. Good luck! Right, so now we've got a squirrel. Can we do anything with these? Okay, you've created a consumable. Okay, got little strawberries on the go. Consumables are not normal tokens. They cannot be destroyed. Okay, I just made that squirrel eat a thing, and they can be merged with any non-consumable token to apply their effect or buff. You can even merge it with the Q token to affect the next token you place on the board. Right, so hang on. So does that cause damage? I don't think it causes damage by default, but then if we go... But yeah, no, we don't want to do it now because there's nothing for it to attack, is there? So if we put a squirrel down, okay, and then another squirrel, and now we haven't got any room, so we're going to have to do some merging. Can we merge strawberries? No, we can't. Okay, let's merge 2 squirrels. Yeah, we'll do that to become a hammer. Right, and now there are 4 bad guys. So we need to get rid of one of these, because if we don't, when we've sort of run out of our turns, we're going to take damage. But I think we should be okay. So if we go like that, look, is that how that works? Right, you've buffed a token. Right, so our little kind of hammer token thing is now a bit more effective. You can tell a token is buffed when it's glowing. The next time this attacks, it'll deal extra damage. Buffs are temporary, however, and the token loses it after its next attack. Yeah, that's fine. You can hover over the eyes to quickly show you how much each token on the board will attack or buff for. Yes, that's that thing down there. So that, if we play that now, that's going to cause 4 points of damage. So, boop, 4 points, that thing is gone. Okay, and then we can merge that and that to create a sword to take that out. We could put, do you know what, we'll buff that squirrel. We'll buff a squirrel with a strawberry. I don't know if anyone's ever said that before. And then we'll play the squirrel there. I think the squirrels just generate strawberries. I don't think they actually do any kind of attack, do they? No. Okay. Right, can we buff this squirrel to make it super buff? Can we do that? So if we now play you... No. I don't think the squirrels actually do anything like that. I don't think they cause damage. Okay, maybe they're not so good. Right. Pick a new power. Ooh. Oh, look, there's a little koala. Hello. Time to pick a new power. At the start of wave 5 and wave 10, instead of picking a token, you get to pick a new power. Okay, that's quite good. These can be the strong effects that boost you as soon as you pick them, or continuous persistent abilities that affect your tokens for the rest of the game. You don't get any rerolls, so choose wisely. Right, okay, so mailbox. Your level 6 and above appear and destroyed effects trigger again. Okay, we haven't got any of those. Koala badge. Whenever level 6 or above appears, create a random fruit. Okay, right. Fruit is quite strong in this game, or a magic wand. When picked, upgrade 2 tokens in your set. Okay, upgrade them. What do you mean by upgrade them? I don't quite know. I'd like to replace the pumpkin thing, because actually that's not that useful, because we're not destroying tokens. So that's not really doing anything. Let's go for the wand. Okay, so your level 1 to 8 tokens that you've chosen so far on the board, or that'll appear in the future. Right, so if we choose this, we could buff the hammers and the swords then. Is that how that works? Okay, it's random, and it's picked the ones that we didn't want to happen. Okay. Right, you, magic wand, that was useless. You've buffed the wrong things. So the squirrels are buffed, but they don't attack, and the jack-o'-lantern things are buffed, but we don't destroy any of our little tokens. So they're never going to come into effect. Brilliant. Okay, well, that was good. What a good use of the magic wand. Oh, it could have been so good. Never mind. Right. I think we combine those together to free up a bit of room. And hang on. We can combine some squirrels. So that's damaged. Do that. That's quite a lot of damage. Hang on, they are... When we combine... Oh, no, because it's creating a hammer. Of course it is, yes. And if we create a hammer, merge a hammer and a hammer, get a sword, boot, that's done. Okay, right. Again, we've got these 4 things. We need to clear these out of the way. So if we do that, we get the jack-o'-lantern thing. Put the hammer down. That does that. The hammer's going to cause 3. So put another hammer down. The squirrel isn't going to do much at all, I'm afraid. So if we go like that and that gets rid of you. Okay, more things are coming in. The spiders are trickier to deal with. Okay, put a squirrel down. That generates... And that generates 2 strawberries. Okay, right. We haven't got any room for anything to go. Okay, merge 2 squirrels. That gets rid of you. Merge 2 hammers. That gets rid of you. And then... right. How are we going to do this? Okay, merge 2 of those. Like that. Right, okay. Oh, dear me. Okay, there's quite a lot of things we need to get rid of. Okay, squirrel. Rainbow squirrel. Not a rainbow badger, but a rainbow squirrel. Can we then... Can we buff... we need to put you down. Okay, and then can we buff that and buff that? Oh, no. Oh, I didn't see the fact that... Oh, okay. Maybe we might take a point of damage in a minute. Here we go. 5, 6, and 3. Okay, we don't want to choose a school because our 3 is pretty good. So 5s and 6s. Okay, this is good. This means we can now sort of work above the pumpkin things and start doing more damage stuff. A camel for 5. If we destroy a camel, we create 2 kiwi fruit. But is that good? Are kiwi fruit good? I mean, yeah, they're delicious and so healthy, but do we want them in this game? I've got no idea. Motorcycles. Passive. Adjacent appears trigger again. Exhausted if not on a corner. Oh, this is very complicated, isn't it? We want things that cause damage. We need things that cause damage, really. And the school, yeah, whenever a higher token appears, attack 2. Oh, that's quite good. Whenever a higher token appears. So if we've got, say, 3 schools down, and then we produce a higher token, is each school going to attack for 2 to cause 6 points of damage? And maybe that is a bit better. Because I don't know what the kiwi fruit does. Does it tell us? Consume. Trigger tokens appear effect. Okay. Hang on. Right, come out of that. I don't want to choose that. Hang on, I want to read the things, though. I can't see what they do. Yeah, the kiwi fruit, actually, yes. If we play kiwi fruits, we can just put them onto the hammers and the swords and things. So how about we go for camels? Is this the right thing to... I've got no idea. Okay, right. Camels it is. So if we then go like that, if we combine 2 pumpkins, they make a camel. Okay, hang on, but is it when camel destroy... Oh, okay. I didn't read that very well. I thought it was appear. How can we destroy a camel? We need a thing that allows us to destroy stuff. Although that hammer is buffed, so if we put the hammer in like that, that thing is gone. Okay, put a rainbow squirrel in. That's good. And then if we merge, we need to get rid of some of these guys. Merge you 2. Okay, so in comes. Oh, okay. It's pufferfish. Hello, pufferfish. This pufferfish is inferior to the pufferfish that once lived in the Geek Cupboard, but now resides with the marvellous Dave over at Wee Hours. Because that pufferfish doesn't have googly eyes and a little hat. Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely pufferfish, but it's not as good as our one that we had once upon a time. Right, how are we going to deal with all these guys then? Okay, so if we put a squirrel here, it can't do much else. But... that gets it down, and then we can merge the 2 squirrels together to cause some damage there because it creates a hammer. Okay, and then if we do this... Hang on, no, maybe we save all of those to get rid of the pufferfish thing. That might be a good idea. So if we put the sword down, that's going to get rid of you. And then we've got... okay, right. We might need to possibly move some things around. Okay, move that to... We're going to merge some swords together. Or some hammers together. Let's merge some hammers. So put that in like that. Ooh. Okay, little sort of lobster things are coming in now. Okay, very exciting. Right, so this can be dealt with, I think, by doing that. So merge 2 rainbow squirrels together, and that goes down. Right, here we go. Now, that's got 8 points. So if we merge, I think... hang on, use a strawberry on you. They're both buffed for 4 points. If we merge those together, does that cause it? That was 5. Because... Why was it 5? Oh, because it generated the sword. Okay. Right. So hang on. So they buff token by 1 attack. Increase the attack of the token temporarily the next time it attacks. So we can feed it into that, and that'll be effective. Okay, right. We need to get rid of pufferfish. Pufferfish has to be eliminated very soon. So if we go there for a rainbow squirrel, there for a rainbow squirrel, okay, and then we feed that there and put that there, that means that's gone. Okay, right, good. I don't think... Yeah, they don't attack. These are no use, really, the rainbow squirrels. They're not particularly good, but okay, right, this is 5. So if we merge... hang on a minute. If we put... I don't really understand how this works. So if we put that on there, and that on there, and then we merge them together, is that going to cause a whopping amount of... No, because it becomes one of those. Like, how do we make it attack? When it's first placed on the board or transformed into, this triggers. Okay, what's that little palette thing in the corner? Can we change the colours of things? That'd be exciting. Okay, we need to combine that with that, because that'll cause 5 points of damage. So that's gone. Okay, right, wave 7 rolls around, we get to go to the shop. Okay, can we start destroying things? That's a level 3 thing. Attack 2 to the first 2 enemies. This, so the headphones are an attacky one, replaces 3 orangutans. After 3 turns, create a kiwi fruit under grape, and a horse. At the end of the turn, create a strawberry. Okay, we've got 4 re-rolls. We need something to help us destroy tokens, because at the minute, our 4s and 5s are all about destroying stuff, but we haven't got any kind of destroying thing. So let's re-roll that. Right, newspaper. Attack 4 and buff the queued token equal to damage dealt. Okay, so if we get... That's attack 4 and buff the queued token to 4. That's quite good. That's quite good. Tower, that replaces a 6. Adjacent passive and countdown tokens have 3 attack. Or a factory, at the end of the turn, create a level 1 token. I think a newspaper sounds quite good. Attack 4 is pretty handy. And then it buffs the queued token 4, equal to the damage dealt. So that's quite powerful, a newspaper. And a newspaper against spiders, that's a classic thing, isn't it? You try and find a spider if you don't like spiders. I tend to try and sort of shoo them outside. Like I try and grab a spider if it's in the house and the children are going, there's a spider. I try and grab it and put it outside in a nice way. But yeah, I remember my dad, the way he would deal with a spider was to get a newspaper, roll it up and kind of go to town on it, which was a bit mean in hindsight. We're going to go for that. We're going to go for newspapers. Okay, so to replace our kind of rubbishy jack-o'-lantern that's done nothing at all. It's been terrible. Oh, but they've been replaced with newspapers. Oh, right. There we go. Right, so now that thing has been dealt with. Okay, right. Put a rainbow squirrel down. That's created 2 of those. Right, so if we buff this, so that's now going to cause... How much is that going to cause now? Hang on. That's going to cause 4 points. Okay, we didn't really need to buff it anyway, but okay, we'll do it. Right, so put that down. That thing is destroyed. We can't buff the rainbow squirrels, I don't think, can we? They don't cause any damage. I don't know why I just did that. That was a big old waste of time, but never mind. Right, put that down. And then we can merge... If we merge those together, they're going to become a newspaper. But then that's going to buff this thing, and that thing is a bit pointless because it doesn't attack. Okay. We could buff the 2... merge the 2 newspapers to become a camel. We could merge the 2 camels to become a 6. and that'll just cause a point of damage. Okay, that's not so bad. Got 2 turns left to get rid of these guys. So how about we go for Squirrel and then merge. Like that. Okay, that's that dealt with. But now we are getting tougher and tougher enemies. You're surviving longer than I expected. You've got like a sly face there. Yeah, okay, we're doing all right. So here's some final general tips for you. Okay, if you're ever unsure what a token does, tap it to bring up the info. Yeah, work that out. And if you ever want to see what enemies are spawning during the wave, tap the wave icon to see a breakdown. Oh, right, we can tap that to survive to wave 15 to finish the runs. We can tap that. Oh, we can see what's coming. Oh, look at the final boss. The final boss is a dinosaur. A big, cute dinosaur. Okay, so the minute, yeah, we're fighting these. And then we're going to get snakes. And then a crocodile-y thing. And then sharks. And then a dinosaur. Okay. Right, good, good. I mean, at the minute, we're fighting kind of aquatic animals, which is okay. So if we put you in like that, and then combine you two, so that's gonna create that for that. And then if we merge 2 hammers to get rid of you. Okay, that's good. We need another hammer. Although, yeah, the squirrels are no good. These are a bit ineffective, really. And they're just popping strawberries everywhere and filling up all the room on the grid. Okay, so another one of these things. So how's about then yeah, that 6 is kind of on its own as well, isn't it? We need to cause 5 points of damage. So we need to merge a couple of hammers would be good, but we can't do that. So how about if we merge that, that's 4 points of damage, and then we've got 2 newspapers. And then the 2 newspapers will get promoted and merged together to become a camel. But the camels are no good because they only work when we destroy them. And we haven't got any destroying things. I don't know how to destroy things yet in this game, which is proving to be an issue. So if we put a squirrel down, stop giving us squirrels. Okay, merge that together. That thing is gone. It's another squirrel. Okay. Oh, crikey's more squirrels. Okay, merge the 2 hammers together. Boom, sorted. That's out of the way. And now we've got these 2 guys in. Okay, so we can do... okay, put the squirrel in just here. Right, and now we've got a hammer. So if we merge the 2 squirrels together, like that, that's caused some damage. And then, can we sort of power up the hammer? Can we do that? Okay, wave 8's begun. Okay, we get to go to the shop. There's a teapot. At the end of the turn, create tea. I mean, I think we're sorted, aren't we? Oh, game, why are you giving us things to go for a 6? Hang on, what does tea do? What does tea do? If we drink tea, we can destroy tokens. And when we destroy tokens, we do stuff. I think. If we consume the tea, we destroy the token. Okay, but it would get rid of our swords, and our swords are particularly effective, but it's a teapot. Okay, zombies. Let's look at the other one. Zombies. Attack 8. Transform your lowest level token into a zombie. Okay, that sounds like an awful idea, because surely the zombies are going to cause problems. Destroyed. Oh, and it's got to be destroyed, and we can't destroy things. And a gorilla. Countdown. After 4 turns, create a banana and attack for its buff value. Okay, I think that's the better one, but I can't turn down a teapot. We're going for a teapot. Okay, we've got a buffed one of these, which is going to do 4 points. If we then go like that, that's going to cause 5 points. So boom, that thing has been dealt with. This is all good. So now how are we going to do this? So we could buff... If we merge... Hang on. If we merge these 2 together, we're now going to get a teapot. Okay, so how do we do this? Passive. At the end of the turn, create a tea. Oh, so at the end of our turn, we're gonna have a load of tea. Okay, this is brilliant. Okay, I'm happy about this. We'll put that down there to kind of power that up a little bit. And now we are generating an awful lot of tea, and a big, scary, very tough snake has appeared. Right, so what can we do then with this tea? Okay, so play this on non-consumable token to trigger the effect on it. remove the token from the game, and trigger its destroy ability. Okay, finally. So we need to get some of those guys in. We need some camels. So if we merge you and you become a camel. And then if we drag you onto there, that's destroyed, and we've generated some kiwi fruits. Okay, trigger the tokens appear effect. Okay, right. So if we then play a hammer, that's going to cause damage. We then drag that on, that's going to cause damage again. And okay, well, the turn ended. We got some more tea. Okay. We're awash with tea, which is brilliant, and I'm all for that. Right, combine those two teapots to make a thing to take that down. Right, now we've got the toughest opponent so far. It is a snake. Okay, right. So, can we buff that and buff it again, and then use the kiwi on that? So it took 5 damage. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty effective. We need to get. How about 2 of those combined together? Do that again to give us some more kiwi fruit things. Do that on the hammer. So boom. And do that again? Yeah, let's do that again. Boom. Okay, so now down to 2. This is fine, but this is filling up. We need to get rid of the snake. We're not causing enough damage, I don't feel. So, okay, right. Get us a thing like that. That's fine. And then we need to go to there. So that's buffed. Then we need to put you just there and then combine you together to become a hammer to take that thing out. Okay, right. We've just about scraped through there. Wave 9, 6, 7, 8. So one. It's so shiny. Oh, yes. A shiny goat. Okay, brilliant. And this token is upgraded. Upgraded tokens are twice as effective. Every 3rd token of the same level you pick from the market will be upgraded. Every 3rd token of the same level. Oh, I see. Oh, it'll replace our teapot. I'm not up for that. I'm not up for that. It's a good idea to focus on level to get the upgraded one as soon as possible. I think we go for the orangutan. The poison vial will replace our only method of attack, really. We need a new one. The squirrels just aren't effective. Do you know what? Let's re-roll. We've got 5 of them. Let's re-roll. This token has a destroy effect. So when that appears, it destroys the highest adjacent token and creates a token the level below it twice. Oh, this is going to get very complicated. It can be particularly good at destroying tokens with a destroyed effect. But be careful not to accidentally place them near to your higher tier tokens, otherwise you might accidentally destroy them. Oh, this is going to melt my head, isn't it? Okay. So now, oh, these are all a bit bleak. Dynamite, skull, and coffin. Okay. So when that's destroyed, attack 2 and create. Oh, that's going to replace our 2. We can't have that. Dynamite. If we destroy that, attack 6 twice. Has +1 multi-strike for each dynamite destroyed this game. Yes. Yes, please. We will have that. So if we can get up to the point where we can get some dynamite, we can then detonate it with our vast quantities of tea, which are, let's be honest, building up to ridiculous levels. And then that'll cause loads of damage. That's going to be very handy. Okay. So at the minute... Oh, this is difficult though, isn't it? This is quite... Oh, there's some dynamite there, actually. Right, yeah. Yes, we had a 6 down, didn't we? Okay. So hang on. Is when the dynamite is destroyed. Remind me. When it's destroyed. Okay. So we can cause quite a bit of damage on you. So we do that. That gets destroyed. And you've taken quite a bit of damage. Okay. And then... We need to merge 2 newspapers, but everything's full of tea. Okay, do you know what? We'll merge the teapots. So that causes you some good damage. That's fine. And then we'll put that down to take you out. That's fine. Then we merge those together to get a teapot. So now we get more tea. Oh, there's so many things. Okay. Do you know what? This game on the surface, this game looks kind of easy. You go, yay, put tokens down, cause damage. It's got cute little kind of icons on it. Isn't it fun? But actually, when you get to a point like this, it's quite a complicated thing. It's quite a complex, sort of in-depth game where you've got to try and think about what you're doing now and how you're going to deal with all these kind of things later on. It is not as easy as it initially appeared to be. So if we put down you, and then we need to move this out. So, okay, buff that thing. And then we need another one of those. Then you go to there to create a hammer. I think we're going to lose a hit point or a heart or whatever here. Yeah, look, because there wasn't enough room for them to get in. So we've lost one of those. Right. Because everything's full of tea. Yeah, it's brilliant. We love that. Yay for the tea. But everything is so full of tea, we can't really do much with it. Okay. If we combine you two, you're going to become... We need this to trigger. We need that to trigger. We need to combine 2 newspapers to make a camel, to then get the kiwi things to keep deploying the kiwis on this. Okay, so we're going to need a couple of teapots. So that requires hammers. Okay, so... Oh, this is really difficult. Okay, so now we've got teapots. Then we've got that. Okay, so that did cause some damage, which is good. But we need to get rid of that now. That's got to go away. Because otherwise we're going to lose another heart. Because we just can't get things done. But yeah, we haven't got enough attacky things. So if we go like that. And then, yeah, we're sort of stuck. We can't put this anywhere. So we're going to have to move this out of the way. And then we're going to have to take another hit, I think. That's got to go anywhere. We're going to take another hit point. We haven't got enough stuff that causes damage, I think. Oh, there's no way we're going to do this. We're going to be very dead very soon. Okay, put that in like that. And merge you two together. So that caused a teeny tiny bit of damage. I think it's the squirrels. The squirrels have done us over a little bit, I feel. I think they're not particularly effective. They just generate loads of stuff. Okay. We need... What's good at being destroyed? Oh, yeah, but now if we had the jack-o'-lantern things now, they'd be really effective. But we haven't got them. We've got so much tea. We are just awash with lovely tea. If we combine you and you... Right, we get a camel. And then if we destroy the camel, we can get kiwis. Okay, kiwis are good. We've lost 3 hit points already, and there's so much stuff that we need to wipe out. I suspect maybe our initial run of this game is going to be over, thanks to the rainbow squirrels. Curse you, rainbow squirrels. Okay, if we load that up, that's going to cause 4 damage. Load it up again, it's going to cause 5. Use a kiwi, boom, 5 down. Okay, we're going to survive this little round, which is good. Okay, load that up again. And now it's wave 10. Oh, we get a power. We get a power. Okay, after 5 levels of tokens are destroyed, create 2 skeletons. At the end of every turn, feed a strawberry to your tokens. Your tokens with destroyed effects have 10 extra attack. Okay. So, oh yes, okay. If we could get to dynamite... That would make that particularly effective, but it takes a long time to get up to dynamite, and not much is causing damage along the way. But we can't re-roll this. We've got no choice. We have to pick one of these. Strawberries is just going to make everything cause a little bit more damage, but most things are relatively ineffective anyway. After 5 levels of tokens are destroyed, create 2 skeletons. Do you know what? Skeletons sound like useful fighty things, don't they? So let's do a teeny tiny bit of necromancy and get some skeletons on the go. Yeah, there we go. We'll see what happens now. So yeah, we can destroy things. So that's got 8. Okay, so we need to cause 8 points of damage. So if we put down a rainbow squirrel and then... charge, hang on, how much is that? I got 4. So charge that up. That's 5. Charge it up again. And then do that. That's caused 6 points. I thought it was going to cause another couple, but never mind. Right, put the rainbow squirrel in. And then, can we buff that hammer? Can we buff that hammer? No, I think what we do is, hang on. combine the rainbow squirrels, boom, that goes down. And now, if we buff that hammer, that's going to cause 4. If we then put that down, that causes 4 points of damage to you, which is good. And then we combine you two. Oh no, you're just going to become a teapot. How are we going to cause 9 points of damage with a lot of cups of tea, a strawberry, and a small selection of hammers? It's a question that I don't think has ever been asked before in the sphere of human knowledge, but I don't know how to do this. I mean, we might have to deploy Rainbow Squirrel, possibly. Even though they don't cause any damage. They just pop out lots of strawberries inexplicably. Do squirrels make strawberries? I don't know. Okay. If we combine these two together, they become a teapot. But the teapots just make tea. Understandably so, but we've already got plenty of tea. We don't need any more tea. Is it worth? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we got our heart back, didn't we? Because we got to the end of the wave. If we combine you two to become a teapot, and then we need... What if we destroy the tea? We can't destroy the tea. Can we destroy those? No. Can we destroy the rainbow squirrels? Yes, we can. Ah, right. There's a countdown over here as to when we get to Skelly Belly. Okay. Put that down. We're going to take some damage. Bang. I think we're done, aren't we? Yeah, that just comes back at the end. Right, now we need to cause 5 points of damage. And I don't know how, because everything is just full of tea and strawberries. There's too much stuff being generated. Okay. Right, let's chuck you in the bin. Okay, we need 3 more things. But we're going to be dead in a second. We're going to be joining people in the graveyard. We're going to be a Skelly Belly soon enough. We could... Hang on. If we load that up to make it cause 4 points damage and make it cause 5 points of damage and then play it, boom, that thing is done. Okay, right. We're still in the game. We are still here. Wave 10 is still on the go, but we are pretty much in peril. And we need to cause 8 points of damage. I don't know how this is going to be possible. Okay, feed that in. Feed that in. We can't. We can't cause 8 points of damage with what we've got going on here. We can put that down for 5, but then we can merge these together to make teapots, and that's it. We'll put it down. Boom. And no, this is it, isn't it? We're all done. Let's put a rainbow squirrel down for old time's sake. There you go. And boom, boom, boom. We have been defeated. Game over. Big sad face. Okay, so we got to turn 44. Wave 10. 5 rerolls left. Beaten by Chill. Killed by Pufferfish. We got killed by Pufferfish. Score 0. Just nothing. A big absolute nothing. Yeah, I think our problem there was the somewhat ineffective squirrels. They just didn't do too much. The only thing we really had causing damage was the hammers, because we took the swords away to replace them with teapots, which in hindsight might have been an issue, but it meant that we had tea. At least we went out with a lovely cup of tea. Okay, so if we retry, do we go literally from scratch? Right back to the start. We're not going to get our little kind of buddy telling us what to do, I assume. No, okay. So, so it's not given us the sword for tier 3 tokens. We now get to choose. Or we could re-roll it if we want to. Okay. So we can have an alien, little happy alien. Passive. Whenever an adjacent token with a destroyed effect is destroyed, transform into it. Okay, that's quite complicated. Right, monkey, when it appears, destroy an adjacent token to create 2 bananas. Okay, so the monkeys are going to destroy everything, and the ghosts, when they appear, trigger an adjacent destroy effect, then destroy self. I just want something that can just clobber the enemies. All this is very complicated to work out. I'm going to re-roll that and hope for better. A poison vial, when that's destroyed, we attack 3 to all enemies. That's quite good. A mobile phone, trigger adjacent passive attacks, and violin, when it appears, trigger your level 1 tokens on the board. Oh, so if we have a load of level 1 tokens, and we trigger the violin, they could all pile in and do some attacks. But that does require us to have level 1 tokens on the board. And of course, we kind of want to merge them together to be higher tokens to make them more useful. Oh, this is very difficult. Can't we just have a big hammer like we had before? Hammer and sword. They were quite effective. I worked quite well with those. How about we go for a violin? We'll go for that, please. Okay, we've got a 1. We've got a 1. That's been dealt with. Yay, right, we're good at this. Lots of 1s going in. Okay, so now we can put a 3 down. A 3 has come up. Okay, that's caused a point of damage because they all just cause 1, don't they? Yeah, okay. And another 1. And we'll have another 1 and another 1. Okay, and now we combine you. Okay, boom, and combine you. Boom. And then just put down a 2, and then put down another 1. Right, okay, we're flying through. Let's get wave 1 done, shall we? And a 2, that's you sorted. And combine you 2 into a 2, boom. And then put a 1 down and another 1. We're going to try and keep 1s when we get slightly trickier bad guys. Okay, 2, and merge you together to become a 3. This is good. We are chipping away at them. And put another 1 down and another 1. Right, wave 1 is complete. Our first trip to the shop. Oh, this token has a support effect. Okay, this is new. Not seen that before. Support effects trigger when the token is merged into another of the same level. Hang on, right. Support effects trigger when the token is merged into another of the same level. Can you merge it into different levels? What do you mean? So hang on. So if I merge a 1 and a... You can't merge a 1 and a 3, can you? I don't understand. Okay, but attack 1 to the first 2 enemies. Okay, so if we choose that, hang on, support tokens that attack will always attack with the highest attack of the tokens merged. I don't fully understand what that means. Some support effects may also buff or apply effects to the new token that is merged. With those tokens, make sure that support token synergizes with the token the level above. Right. Thanks. I don't fully understand what that means, but okay. So we can replace our 1s with quavers. So, okay, yeah, support attack 1 to the first 2 enemies. Or a hammer. Now, the hammer is quite good. We saw the hammer before. The hammer is quite effective, and that was really good. But that's on our level 1 tokens. Attack 1 to the first 2 enemies. So if we merge them together, does that mean we just do lots of attacking? Let's go for that, shall we? Because I don't fully understand it. We'll see what it does. So our level 1s have become nice big kind of music things. We could put another 1 down. And there's a 2. And there's a music thing. We haven't got any baddies to fight. Come on, give us some bad guys. Right, so if we merge that and that, what does that do then? It's attacking them all. Oh, that's really quite jazzy, isn't it? Okay, that's really good. Right, yeah, that's very good. I like that. We'll have a 2. We'll have a music note thing. Right, okay. So, yes, if we just go like that, combine those 2, the first 2, yes, the first 2 are taking damage. And it's not a lot, but it's okay. It's better than no damage at all. I like that. Right, yes, this is good. Right, combine the 2 2s, combine those 2 2s, and wave 3 rolls around already. Crikeys. Okay, what do we go for? A badger, a goat, or a glove? It's going to have to be possibly a goat. Oh, the goats just create strawberries. We had enough of strawberries last time. Okay, I think because we have a 1 and a 4 already, let's get a goat. So they're going to create a strawberry and then attack for its buff value. Does that mean the strawberry's buff value? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to pick a goat. Let's get a goat, shall we? Okay, right. So we've now got plenty of goats and we're back with the strawberries again. Okay, right. Wonderful. And we've got no enemies to fight. So how are we going to do this? Right, okay, so we can merge some of these together. Yeah, if we merge these, okay, that's good. And then we'll buff, I don't know, can we buff that thing? Yes, okay, still got 2 turns left. So put that down. That seems like a bit of a waste. And then put that down. Oh no, hang on, do we merge? Let's merge 2 2s to make a goat. Okay, right. And now I've got lizardy things again. We're only on wave 3. Okay, what we're going to do is, because we've sort of seen the basics of the game and how it works, we're going to see how far I can get. So I'm just going to kind of, play and carry on and work our way through and just see if we can get to wave 10, where we left off last time, and then possibly get even further than that. But yeah, let's just try to maybe get back up to wave 10. So we'll sort of check back in when either it's looking good and we're at wave 10, or maybe possibly we'll check back in when it's all gone a little bit kind of wonkaloids and we're going to get defeated earlier than that. But let's just kind of work our way through and just see how far we can get. Right, here we go, wave 10, but we are looking in a much better position because our level 1 things aren't pesky strawberry generating slightly useless squirrels. They now actually do have a purpose. These kind of music notes are very, very handy. And in fact, there is a bit of a music theme because we've got the music notes on level 1, the trumpets are level 2, and then yes, of course, we've got these sort of violin things over on level 4, which are very, very good as well. And yes, we've got to get rid of these 8 sort of pufferfish little things, but I think we should be okay. So if we combine those 2 together, they will become a violin thing, and that triggers quite a lot of attacks, look. Our level 1 sort of combo with the violins is quite devastating. Now let's combine a few violins, that's all good, we'll do that. Right, yeah, we have got a printer. The printer produces these at the end of every turn, so if we do that, couple of printers, and they are generated and they do the damage that they would normally cause. So that's quite handy. So we've got some free hits there. And then yes, if we combine... let's combine... Actually, hang on. Combine that and that. There we go. And then put that down. That's some good damage. Put that down. And then combine that and that to make the sword to cause some good damage. And then, yes, have we got 2 swords to combine together? I think we have. So this should be quite devastating. This should be pretty effective. So there we go. Boop, boop, boop. That was very good. That was really good. Okay, right. That was fantastic. We'll combine a few things. There we go. They get printed out for us. Okay. This is the final bit of wave 10, which is quite good. And again, I think... Can we generate a violin? Can we get 2 swords? So combine you, and then combine you. That takes you out. Combine you, and that should cause quite a lot of damage. It's just so devastating. It's so powerful. It is brilliant. And yeah, that printer thing just prints out more useful things. Okay. I mean, the only thing we haven't really got is a level 5 token. So we could choose that. We could choose a basket. Trigger the appear effect of an adjacent non-basket token. Oh, the appear effects are what we've got most of as well. Everything is pretty much appear, apart from the later ones. We haven't got much of the later ones. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll go for that. Let's have a basket. I mean, that did just trigger those, which did nothing, which was a shame. And then, yes, we've got to kind of get rid of a few of these. So if we do that, like so, what have we got? Okay, more pufferfish things, which is absolutely fine. So if we go... like that, is that going to trigger those? No, it's not. Okay, right, we have only got 3 turns to get rid of you, but again, that should be fine. That should be okay. So if we combine you and you, there we go, that's a good chunk of damage, then that's a sword thing, and then you're out of the way. Okay, and the 2 swords combine like that, and bang, bang, bang. Right, okay, devastating attack, that thing got printed out, down to just 3 of you guys. Okay, merge. That's good damage. That's more good damage. Okay, down to just 2. So put down that, put down that. Okay, more music notes pop out. We could combine. If we do that, that should trigger the sword. The sword should then trigger. Okay, that was quite good. And then we'll get ourselves a printer. Okay, that's good. But yes, we still need to get rid of you. So if we combine, say, 2 of those, that gets that sorted. Combine 2 of those, that gets that sorted. The printer prints out many exciting things. Yeah, wave 11, I think we're looking pretty good. We need another... Yeah, do you know what we'll do? We'll go like that. Then combine this... Hang on, how many goes have we got? We'll do that and do that. So we've got lots of level 1s, and then combine those together to make another violin thing, which should... look at this. Just tears them to pieces. Yeah, out of the way, bad guys. We will... We need to start combining some of these, don't we? Okay, but that's you down, which is good. And that's another big chunk of damage for you guys. We'll do that to generate a sword, and then we'll put that down. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Right, so wave 12 is here. What do we pick now? And we could just skip these. But yeah, the later ones are not particularly good. We've got an elephant. You'll notice, an elephant, your consumables buff and improve by an additional 4, but we don't have any consumables. So maybe, if we ever do get up to level 8, a little cottage might be okay. At the end of the turn, trigger a random appear event. Let's go for that. Let's pick that to replace our elephant. And we're not going to get to that point. That's going to be way off. But okay, right, we need to get rid of you two. So again, I mean, yeah, the violin thing would be useful. But if we combine you... That's you gone. Then combine you two, and that's quite a lot more damage. Put that in, and do we leave room for the printer? In fact, do you know what? Do that, and that'll take you out. Boom, sorted. We print out more music notes. Oh, here we go. This, I think, is our sternest test so far. We've not seen this before. However, we can combine the two swords to make a violin, and you're going to take a lot of damage because we have got quite a lot of level 1 things on the board. So they're just going to keep attacking you. Okay, that was quite good. Oh, and we have an accordion. That accordion just there means our level 1 tokens have +1 attack. So all of these now do 2 damage when they all pile in, which is brilliant. We'll do that. That's a nice basket. That can generate a printer. And do you know what? Merge them together. Look, we haven't had a TV yet. I don't know what the TV does. Remind me. Adjacent tokens will appear with appear effects have +4 attack. Okay, hang on. Have they got appear effects? They're support. Okay, but if we have swords and trumpets and things next to that TV, that's going to be pretty effective. A bit like that, in fact. Okay, merge that into there. That's brilliant. The TV is buffing things, which is magnificent. Do you know what? Yeah, you can do that then. And then you've got not much left to do. We're flying through wave 12. This is brilliant. Okay, do that. Much damage. Do that. Lots of damage. Just picking them off. It's fine right there. We go printed out 2 music note things. Right, here we go. We want 2 swords, ideally. So if we do that, that's good. And then we do that, that's you dealt with. And then we go sword, in fact, put down another music note. And then do sword and sword to create a violin. And then all of these can just trigger and wipe everything out very easily. Oh, just 2 pufferfish. Well, tis a trifling inconvenience. Okay, do you know what? Do that. Boom, they're gone. Music note, music note. Okay, and then it's you again. Hi there. Okay, we will merge like that, and then that gets a nice buff, and then we'll merge those together, and then we'll merge those together, and you know what, we'll do that as well. We'll merge those together. Right, we get some more stuff. Wave 13 pops up. What do we go for now? We could re-roll these. Possibly a better basket. That's, yeah, level 5. Have we got anything that can take over a level 5 slot? Anything for a 5 that isn't a camel. We don't want the camel situation again, thank you. We're not having much luck with this, are we? Not much luck at all. Can we get a level 5? Come on, give us a level 5. Dolls. After 6 levels of tokens are destroyed, transform the Q token into a dolls. Okay. What does that do, though? I'm just going to keep re-rolling. Can we have another 5 that's not rubbish? We might have to skip this one. Reroll that. No, they were all just sort of skip. We don't need to change what we've got going on. What we've got going on is incredibly good. It's incredibly powerful. Look how easy we're just taking things out. And it's you again. Okay, this is all fine. Yep, that's a massive pile of damage. That's another good pile of damage. That's some more. That's some more. Anything else? Oh, right. A shark. A shark has come to get us. Okay, do you know what? Again, I think we're going to be fine. So do that. That's now dealt with. Right, the shark. Let's combine... Hang on a minute. Put that in like that. Combine those. So all of our level 1 things have a bit of sort of a thing, and then just do it again. Boom, 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 and it's only got 4 left. Marvellous. Okay, couple of snakes. That's okay, we can deal with that. So like that, they've been dealt with. That snake is almost done. Let's just do that again. Merge, 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 you guys. Oh, this has become not straightforward, but it's become significantly easier, shall we say. Right, we need to get some more of our level 1 things down. But, yeah, there we go. The printers are printing them out, which is wonderful. Yeah, let's merge those. So the shark's only got 4 left, which is fine. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. We'll do that. There you go. Shark down to 1. And we'll do... Actually, hang on. How many goes have we got? Right, do that and then merge those to create the violin, to trigger all the level 1s, to cause a lot of damage. Okie dokie. Merge the 2 violins. Is the TV... What do the violins do? I know, what does the basket do? Trigger the appear effect. Yes, okay. Yeah, we want a TV, actually. Another TV possibly down here wouldn't be such a bad idea. So if we can combine those 2, like that, that becomes a basket. Oh, and that triggered that sword thing. That's quite good. Do that. This is looking very good. Okay, right, take these things out. This is going to be fine. Right, that, we generated loads of things there. Right, we're on wave 14. Good grief. Diamond. Okay, I kind of feel like we should have this. And when headphones appear, they attack 4 to the first 2 enemies. At the minute, our swords are attack 5. But that's only to 1 enemy. So really, these cause 3 more damage. So the headphones, which are sparkly, are possibly better than our sword. Yeah, they're nice and simple. They're nice and simple kind of attack. It's not attack, but if it's adjacent to a fish that's, you know, first names begin with Z and also was born on a Thursday, it's just, yeah, I'm going to do an attack. Or buff your current set of tokens by 2, but that requires us to get to level 8. I think let's go for the headphones. Let's go for some shiny headphones for level 3. Okay, right, there's our first set of shiny headphones. So if we combine that, that's shiny headphones. Brilliant. If we combine that, that's a printer. Combine that and that, that's a TV. And then we put that in, that buffs the attack. Splendid. Okay, it's a shark. Okay, let's go for that and that. That is buffed. Go for that and that. And then just pile in on the shark. Go like that. Are we going to get another thing? There's another shark. Hello, shark friend. We'll combine those 2 headphones to cause all sorts of damage. Okay, one of the sharks is gone. Combine those to do that, and then put the headphones back in, and combine those to get the buff from that. Another shark comes in, but I think we're okay. Right, music, and do we put another music thing in? Yes, put another music thing in, and then merge them together. Okay, so that took some damage. Another shark has appeared. There's quite a lot of sharks. Okay, right, we need to get rid of all the sharks, I feel. Put a music thing in. Put a music thing in. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now it's full. Now it's full. Okay, so we need to start getting rid of these or we're going to take damage, as we've seen. So combine that with that. Boom. We need to combine... hang on. We could combine that with that to get headphones. Put headphones just here. That gets rid of you guys. And we've got 1 go left. So if we put one of those there, that's all good. Another one of those has crept into the corner. Botherations. Okay. Right. Combine that and that. Let's just do our level 1 triggery thing. And combine that and that again. And do another level 1 triggery thing. Because that's really effective. It's super useful. Put that down. Boom. They're sorted. And put that in. Okay, wave 15. Right, we are at wave 15. Okay, have we got anything for our level 5s that's better than a basket? Have we got something that can attack? Roadworks, if they're destroyed, but we haven't got any kind of destroying capabilities. Oh, slots. Appear and destroyed and support. Attack 7. I don't fully understand. Do we have to make them appear and then destroy them and then turn them into a support thing? Or is it just they appear, they cause 7. If they're destroyed, they cause 7. If they're supported, they cause 7. They're better than the basket, probably. Let's go for that, shall we? Yeah, let's just put them in. We'll see what happens. There we go. Right, a thing is going to happen. Okay, so we can expect all the 3 things we've seen before, but then also an adorable dinosaur, which we also have to defeat. Okay, this is going to be fun. I'm way more confident in this setup now. And I think as well it helps we have played it a little bit already, of course. Right, do that. So yeah, that did generate quite a lot of damage. Do that. That is now gone. And now there's literally nothing for us to attack. So we'll line that up. The printer can print out a thing. Right, a couple of these guys. So if we go like that, that's good damage. Go like... Can we get... Yeah, do that to cause more damage. Then combine those. So that should hopefully do that. And then if we go to here to combine the 2 violins, that'll then generate a slot machine thing to take you out. Okay, this is fun. Right, music note, music note, music note. That is brilliant. We like all that. And combine those together, and that's another monster out of the way. But we've got... right, okay. This is where it's going to get tricky, isn't it? We need to make sure that we do this correctly. So if we go... Hang on, bring that down like that, because then it's next to there and it gets the boost. So we've got 3 goes, and we need to cause 11 points of damage. So I think if we combine, if we put that there and combine those together, that'll create a violin that'll trigger all of our level 1 attacks. So if we do that, boom, boom, boom. Okay, good. We've cleared 2 slots there. That was pretty good. And also that one is nearly dead. But now we've got the 2 sharks on the end. Okay, no, this is all fine. This is all good. So how about we combine that and that cause some good damage. Now we're down to here. So if we then put... we need the violin thing in, really. We need 2 sparkly headphones. So combine that. That's pretty good. Combine that for sparkly headphones. Good. That's taken that down. Then we need to get more sparkly headphones, I feel. That's all full. 24 points of damage required. Oh dear. Okay, right, like that. And then combine that for sparkly headphones. And then do this. And hope that's enough. I'm hoping that's going to take it out. No, we're going to take a point of damage. We took a point of damage. Brother. Wow. You made it to the final boss. Why is the dinosaur carrying an axe? What's happening there? This enemy has an ability. You can tell by the icon it's holding. How can it... It looks like a T-Rex to me. They have teeny arms. It couldn't possibly use an axe effectively. Okay, so we'll have to find out what it does. If you're ever unsure what an enemy's ability does, just tap on the enemy to find out more. Defeat the boss and you win the game. Okay, what does it do? Don't make fun of his little whittle arms, it says. It is a T-Rex. At the end of the turn, attack. Crikeys. Okay. So now, if we combine those 2 violins together, it's next to the TV. So that should cause, that was quite a big chunk of damage. If we combine that and that together, okay, right, we've freed up a bit of space. Okay, I feel better about that. We've got to cause quite a lot of damage though now. We've got to cause quite a bit of damage. So if we go... how are we going to do this? We want to put that like that, and then merge that down like that. Okay, that was a good chunk of damage we just caused. Oh, they're attacking our hearts. Oh, I see. Oh, crikey, there's no way we're going to get through all you lot. Good grief. Okay, we'll do that. That's caused some damage. Okay, but we've got to cause 66 points of damage in the next, 8 turns or whatever. That's going to be quite difficult to do, if we're being honest, isn't it? We need another one of these. We need another one of those. So put that down. And then merge that with that. Okay, that's some good damage. That's fine. But then we need another one of those. So we're going to have to merge that with that. Okay, again, we've caused some damage. But now, at the end of this turn, he is going to attack us. We've got 4 goes left to cause 55 points of damage. I'm not entirely sure that's plausible, but we shall give it a jolly good shot. Okay, 47 points of damage in 3. This is very difficult. Okay, if we put that up there, that generates a violin thing, which will cause some good damage. And also we get the buff as well from it being next to the television. So I think maybe, do we put another one of these down? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put that down. And then I feel like we need to do that to make the violin appear. Okay, right. Just everybody wail on the thing. It's nowhere near. We've only got one go left. Got one little turn left. Okay. We will do what we can. We'll combine that with that and cause some damage. But I suspect that is it. Okay. Killed by the T-Rex. The T-Rex's attack is incredibly hard. That is potentially a little bit too powerful, I would say. And I'm not just saying that because we got wiped out. We were down 1 heart anyway, I think. We were down 1 heart, but whatever the case. And it appears at the end of the queue behind a load of other very tough bad guys. So yeah, by the time you whittle your way through the people that come before it in the queue, it's already taken, say, half your health down. And it's got loads of health of its own, so it does seem a little bit overpowered. I mean, we had some very good things there. We had some good combos of things, but it just wasn't quite enough. So again, a grand score of nothing. So across our 2 runs, our score, let's average our score. Sure, our aggregate score is 0. It's still 0. We scored nothing at all. We did at least get to the end of that one. At least we saw what the big bad guy was like. And yeah, it was a T-Rex with an axe, like you would normally find. But there we go. I'm sorry, friend. Again, you've got a sad face, but we did way better on that second run than we did on the first. Well, there we go. That was Merge Maestro, and I will admit it did work a little bit differently to how I thought it was going to work when I looked at it on the Steam store page. I thought that we would be combining random cards together. So I thought we'd take, say, like a TV and a donkey and a penguin and kind of merge them together to make some sort of super card. But no, it wasn't like that. You merge the cards together of the same type and then stuff happens when you do that, which I guess makes a little bit more sense. But I thought, yeah, we're going to try and find combos of things. But no, that's not exactly how it works. Although you could sort of string combos together with your different kind of cards when you sort of make them appear or when you destroy them and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was sort of thing, but not in the way that I thought it was going to work. But do you know what? Never mind. It was still quite an interesting thing. It's quite challenging. I think we said whilst we were playing, I think, it is, on the face of it, you've got some fun little cards and you merge them together, they've got silly pictures on, and it all does daft things. But I think actually, to be a master of the game, it's very difficult. It's quite a challenging game, and it works on many different levels. There's quite a lot of things to consider as you play. And Joe, I think it is, on the face of it, it's sort of fun, but at the back end and sort of becoming very good at it, it is quite challenging indeed. There's a lot going on to this game, a lot more than, possibly would meet the eye if you were to look at the sort of the cutesy pictures and things. So, very interesting. I'm glad we took a look at it. It's a shame we didn't get through to the end, but the T-Rex is just a little bit too strong and we were slightly not good enough. Another turn, I think maybe another 2 goes actually. Another 2 or 3 turns and the 2 or 3 sort of plays, and we might have been okay. We could have possibly brought it down, but we fell a little bit teeny tiny short. But never mind, not to worry. It was a lot of fun to play anyway. And there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of variety in all the different things you can choose. I mean, we can see here, look. We didn't see a lot of these things. There's a satellite thing and whatever that is, like a trombone or something. There's a sort of a camera and there's a hole there and some sort of sofa type thing and a key. So there's quite a lot of things. And I think what happens is there are different packs. So you've got these different packs. So we would have had a home pack, which has got all these things in. And then we've got... Go back, thank you. And there's a city pack, and we've got a Halloween pack, there's a fruit pack, there's a creativity pack, but there's all these other ones here. So we have to get at least a bronze on worried difficulty to unlock. That requires a bronze on dazed difficulty. And we've only really had to go on chill difficulty. We got 3%. So, I mean, maybe a game like this is for you. I think maybe it's not a game for me particularly, although I did enjoy it, but I wasn't very good at it. Yes, you can do challenges and things, but we've not unlocked any challenges. because I think maybe you have to have different difficulty levels or whatever. But whatever the case, there we go. We gave it a good shot. I think we gave a good account of ourselves on that second run, and we fell a little bit teeny tiny short. But never mind, not to worry. That's the way it goes. Maybe on another day it would have gone slightly better, but not this time round. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the whatever it was, the rainbow squirrel causes problems in the first one. But there we go, never mind, not to worry. We shall wrap things up for now with our little look at Merge Maestro. Hopefully you did enjoy this, and I hope you did, because it was very enjoyable to play, even if we were a little bit rubbish. So yes, if you did enjoy it, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Right, if we connect to there and open the door, we're going to get vaporized by this laser. And there's an electronic thing, which looks like a sad kind of Game Boy. I'm a tiny little sort of stick person in a computer. I can't steer the train as such. And look, we are outside and we're in a gutter. Oh, happy days. Hello, Leaf.